Z. Just find the area of the trapezium. When you find the area of the trapezium, half sum of all sides. Now you must identify what is your height in this question and what are the parallel sides. Hope you're doing it in your registers. Yes, but what is height and what are the parallel sides in this question? Identify the parallel side only, then will you be able to identify the height. This is a parallel side 15. The other parallel side is the perpendicular distance between parallel sides. So the perpendicular distance is 8. 8 is the height. 15. You can cancel this 2 and 8. You will be left with 4. 15 plus 9 is 24. Without using your calculator, can you tell me the area that you end up with? Yes. How many points? You're doing mensuration P1 questions. Yes, 4 into 24 is what? Waiting for you people to do it without the use of calculators. I want to first include the value. Is it 1.2? Is it 96 or 1.2? Now, many different answers. The mensuration P1 questions without using the calculator. Is it 112? 4 into 24 is 112. 96. With the multiplication on your own, I trust you with the value. जो मुझे बताओगे, I'll write down that value. Okay, 96 centimeters square. Now the second question. About this is paper work. Read the question, read the sentences. Now these are two solids. Solids मतलब इसमें सारी surfaces हैं. Not all cylinder. This is a cone. Sphere, solid cylinder. The cone is a slope -10. It tells us that the total surface area of solid A is equal to the total surface area of solid B. How many surfaces does solid A have? Can anyone tell me? How many surfaces does solid A have? Two, that's right. One is the curved surface of the cone, and the other is curved surface of the hemisphere. And so the solid cylinder has three surfaces: the circle of the top, the circle of the bottom, and the curved surface of the cylinder. So if I were to find the surface area of solid A. So surface area of solid A has two surfaces. One of them is hemisphere. So we know the surface area of the sphere is 4 pi square. It will be provided. Let's simply divide that by 2 to get the curved surface area of the hemisphere plus curved surface area of the cone, which is pi r. This will also be provided, so don't worry about it, but you must know r is the radius and l is the slant length. So if you check both these things, you have 2 pi square, the radius of the hemisphere is 6. Pi, the radius is 6, and the slant length is 10. So in terms of pi, keep pi as pi. Yes, bachon. Can anyone tell me the surface area that you end up with? Side below 112 or 132 pi? 132 pi, okay. I'm trusting you with the values. I'm not calculating any values on my own. 132 pi centimeter square is the area that you end up with for solid A surface area. So surface area of solid B will also be the same. But how many surfaces does solid B have? I told you it has two circles and a curved surface area. So two circles, so I will just multiply 2 with the area of one circle, r square. The curved surface area is 2 r dash. Now I know that solid B also has the same surface area, 132 pi, right? 132 pi. 132 pi is 2 pi. The radius is 4. Pi is what we are supposed to find. Can you solve this for h? The radius is 132 pi is 2 pi to 1632 pi plus pi is without using your calculators, simplify this and tell me the height that you end up with. If anyone has any contradiction with any of the values, please feel free. I am not calculating anything. I'm trusting you people with the lives. So everyone getting 25 upon 2. Simplify this. Write it as 12 and a half or 12.5. This is what you are getting. The second part of the same question wants us to work out the height of solid A. What does the question mean by height? Height of solid A. This is solid A. So the height that we need to figure out is from the top to the bottom. This is that thing that this is the height that we are looking for. From this height, we know that this part, what is the length of this part from the center? This is 6. We're only trying to find the height of this cone and we will add 6 to it. Right? We take it as x here. How will you find this? We can simply use Pythagoras to find this x and we will add 6 to it. So you can use Pythagoras theorem, which is h square is b square plus b square. Just be clear about identifying the hypotenuse. In this question, the hypotenuse is 10. So hypotenuse is 10. Perpendicular is we need to find the basis. If you solve this for extension, what do you get? Okay, so you people are telling me that x was 8. 100 is x square plus 36. 100 minus 36 is x squared. 64 is x squared. Now take square root on both sides. Square root of 64 is 8 centimeters. So what will be the height of this couple? Of 8 is not 8. Is 8 plus 6, which is 14 centimeters. Is this clear? Is this clear, Bachon? Anything that is not clear till this point, do let me know. Let's have a look at the third question. This is the third question that we will do. I want you to do it first. So, how many surfaces does this solid have? Guess which one? Right. The three surfaces that we're dealing with, one is the hemisphere, the other is the curved surface of the cylinder, and third is the base, which is its circle. So if we are finding the total surface area, we will just add all the areas. Surface area first is surface area of the sphere divided by 2 to get the surface area of the curved part of the hemisphere. Then we have pi r square for the circle as the base, and then we have 2 pi r h as the curved surface area of the cylinder. The radius is 6 and the height is 5. So 2 pi and radius is 6. Pi and radius is 6. 2 pi radius. If I will disconnect, do not leave the meeting. Yes, bachon. So what is the total surface area of the solid that we end up with? Remember, all of this has to be done without the usage of calculators. This is paper one. Yes, but you can even tell me the surface area that you people are ending up with. 168 pi. Is everyone else getting 168 pi? Now let's have a look at this. Yes, but also the question is provided us with the angle and it wants us to calculate the length of the major arc AB. What is the length major arc AB? This entire length of the arc is the major arc AB. ये जो पूरी length of arc है, this entire length is the major arc AB. So how do we find the arc length? We simply take the fraction of the circle and we multiply it by 2 pi r. So हम कहते हैं arc length जो है उसमें angle at center is this will be the angle at center. 40 is the angle, this angle AB. So this will be 360 minus 40. So this will be 320. So that is x upon 360 into 2 pi r. X is the angle at center. In this case, it will be 320 times 2 pi and then radius is 4. Can you simplify this and tell me the arc length that you end up with? Let's just simplify this, and I hope none of you are using the calculator. Something cancel this 0 and 0, simplify it with 2. Then cancel this 2 with 36 as well, this 4 with 36 as well. Cross cancellations can also be done in this part. So what do you end up with? Sixty-four pi upon 9. Is everyone else getting 64 pi upon 9? Or 64 upon 9 pi b square? Let's say, oh, this is arc length. Okay, then we have, let's have a look at this. Okay, now the question is told us that it is a sector with center 1 radius 9 and then provided us with the perimeter of the sector. How do we find the perimeter of the sector? The perimeter of the sector, perimeter is the total length of the boundaries. So the total length involves the arc length and the two radii added. So that is what will make up the perimeter of the sector. So the question is what is the perimeter? Perimeter is arc length plus 2r. So the perimeter is 18 plus 2 pi. We do not know the arc length. We know that the radii are radius. Using this, we can find the arc length. We know the arc length. Now we need the area of the sector. The area of the sector is found the fraction of the circle and multiplying it by pi r square. So by using the arc, we can find angle at the center. We do not know the angle at the center. Arc is 2 pi. Angle at the center is unknown. And radius is. Solve this for the angle x, which is the angle at the center. Radius से केवल आप इसका 6 कम आएगा. We'll just make this correction. Thank you. Simplify कर लो. 1s are 6s are 2s are 3s are. What do you end up with? But this friction. 0 cancel. 6 1 6 3 32 pi upon 3. Yeah. Now this one. Figure out the angle at the center that you get. What's the angle that you people are ending up with? 40. Once you figure out that the angle is 40, now you can use that. And your radius is 9. It's the area of the sector that you will end up with. Nine pi centimeter square is the answer, right?